What's up, YouTube? And today I'm back with another freaking video. So today, guys, we're going to be talking about a little bit of life lesson. Okay. So recently, I got my car taken. So let me just push out back a couple months back. So recently, I didn't have a job. I didn't have a job for about 2 months because I started working in the daycare. But like I was in between jobs, so like, I had a job, but I didn't really want that job, and I just felt like that I wanted a little bit of more than working minimum wage. So, and my last job I was making more than minimum wage, but I just felt like it wasn't enough for me because now I got car note, I got an apartment, I got all this, and I'm doing it all by myself. So yeah, I had faith in God that I was going to get where I wanted to be and when God wanted me to be there. Y'all, excuse my hair. My hair is getting done Saturday, and I don't care what you think about me, but it like I said, excuse me, because I don't even like my hair look like this itself. It's that new growth coming in, y'all. Okay. But at least I got my hair done. So, now what, huh? What y'all gonna say about this, huh? But anyway, back to what I was saying. I didn't have a job. I was transitioning myself out of a relationship that I was in, and me and her still talk, but we're not together. Okay. Whew. Excuse me. So within those 2 months that I was back and forth from having a job, I found myself feeling like I was settling in my relationship. I felt like I was settling. And so I went to interviews that paid a little more, that paid at the same than my last job. And I'm like, why would I settle? So I continued to go without a job or whatever. But it wasn't easy because sometimes I didn't have nothing to eat, really. I had to go buy a box of oatmeal with a little bit of spare change to like get there. But let me tell y'all, I'm not broke. Even when I'm broke, I'm not broke. I'm rich, okay? Period. But so July, after my birthday, I think it was like a week after my birthday, I had got a random phone call from one of my closest people, and they had told me that this warehouse was having this hiring interview, and it's a new warehouse. It's been a new warehouse. I've been hearing about it. I didn't know some people. I knew some people who got put onto the job and da da da. And as y'all know, I was going to school to get my CNA license, but that wasn't sticking with me. That wasn't going with me. I wasn't sticking with that, and I wasn't doing that. So I went to the interview before the class had started. I went to the interview before the class had started or whatever, and then I went to CNA. That wasn't something that I wanted to do. They called me about a week or two when I was still doing CNA class. They called me and it was like, we want you to come in for orientation. Oh, no. They called me and told me that they gave me the job, and then they was going to call me back to do orientation. So they called and told me that I got the job. Now they was calling, they called me to tell me I got the job. They sent over my pre-hire packet. I did all that. Now I was waiting on another phone call to them tell me when I started. So that was like a whole nother week before I had a whole nother phone call. And I'm in CNA classes while I'm getting these phone calls. Like, I was stepping out taking these phone calls like, yeah, you get the job. Da, da, da. Like, yeah. So because I still continue to go to the class even though I know I had the job. I was just waiting on a phone call just in case something had messed up. So got the phone call, then they called me back a week later and they're like, okay, well, we need you to come in for orientation da da da, orientation. Then I was like, dang, I'm gonna be traveling. Da, da, da. I didn't get to travel, but that's okay. I'm sad. But I did orientation. So now I was waiting on another phone call to where I start the job completely. So I was waiting for a good little minute, and I finally got the phone call to start. So, boom, pal, I had a job. I have a job. It's a very, very much higher paying job. I thank God for the job, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been in that job. So I got the job, and then I worked there for about. Well, I'm still working there. But there were a couple weeks when I was starting my job, and well, within the day I got a promotion to go to a higher position, and I took the position, not really know what I was going to do. And I felt like sometimes I was a little overwhelmed, because now I'm in a higher position where I'm getting paid off my performance. And although I need all the money coming my way, because I'm might be broke right now, but I'm not going to be broke in the next 6 months. I'm not going to be broke in the next year. I'm going to be rich within a year or two, okay? But so I went to a higher position. My manager is so freaking supportive. She listened to me. She because I didn't really want to talk to them about it. I felt like that if I talk about it, I felt like that they wouldn't help me through it. But because I done been through so many jobs where they just pushed my feelings to the side, but I actually got my feelings taken into consideration, and she talked me into, like, keep going, keep going. I was on the up and down roller coaster, not knowing if I wanted to stay in a job or if I wanted to lower position. But I did what I had to do, and it was good to know that I'm actually doing a lot better than what I'm supposed to be doing when I feel like I'm doing less than it. So, I stayed in that position. So around last week, I got my car repo because, like I said, within the 2 months, I didn't have no job or nothing like that. I was behind on car notes. But God works in a time and manner that you wouldn't even expect it to work. When I got my car taken, it was right before I was going to work. And for a while, I had my curiosity that they was just gonna come and tow my car. So I was always cautious of my car. But I did, excuse me, but I didn't know exactly when that they would come and get my car. Like, I didn't get no letter, I didn't get no email, I didn't get no phone call, I didn't get none of it. So I waited. And the day I got my car taken, it caught me off guard, and I was in shock. I was like, dang, I gotta work now. I gotta call somebody else, cause I'm down on phone. I'm down on car bill. I really felt irresponsible because I got my car taken. Even though it was like a temporary time where I gained it back. I had to pay to get it back and do this and do that and work my way back up to get the car back. It made me feel like I did do irresponsible. I made irresponsible decisions, knowing that whatever money I got, know that I needed to go to my car, and instead of putting that towards my car, I put it towards something else that I really didn't need. So, well, got my car taken, took me into shot, but I accept the responsibility that I should have paid my car note before I went and paid this, that, and third. I got everything else done. You know what I'm saying? Bills come first, and I wasn't taught like this, so I had like this something that God is teaching me through myself. So I got my car taken. There was some tears. There was some anger. I had a good kind of good support system around me, but it was just one person that was like, you got your car taken, now you gotta have a plan. I told her my plan. She was proud of me that I had a plan. So I had got my plan, did all that, got my car back. But while I had my car taken, it kind of put me in a place where I'm like, I don't like asking people for nothing. I don't like calling people for rides. I like my own space. So when I'm going to work or want to leave work, I'm driving by myself back and forth to work. My job is like 15 minutes out from where I live. So I'm driving, going to work with somebody else, and I'm not getting that me time. So it's kind of put me in a mental space where I know now I got an attitude. Now I got to do this. Now I got to do this. So it kind of put me in a place that, Paris, you got to keep that car note paid if you want to keep that car. So I had to put myself into perspective. Like, when you get this car back, make sure you keep your car note paid. You don't pay anything else. Pay that car note. So, yeah. I got my car taken. It taught me a valuable lesson. It also kind of taught me a lot about myself and who I am, because I really don't like asking people for nothing at all whatsoever. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you done for me or what you haven't done for me. I don't like asking y'all to do nothing for me at all. But with that being said, God is getting ready to move mountains. He's getting ready to support you financially, mentally. He's getting ready to put you in a place that you're not going to have no worries about financially, because I had to learn that when it comes to money, you going to always need money to survive in life. But what you really going to need is, you going to have a relationship with God either way it go. So it's kind of like, take a deep breath. It was just it was like a little mini setback. Take a deep breath. It's okay. You'll be okay. Got back on the right track. I got my car back. But it kind of pushed me to another point where I feel like I have to follow my dreams. Like, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be a content creator. I want to do modeling. So I gotta get back active on my YouTube page. I gotta grow them subscribers back up. I gotta get my views. I gotta do this, do that, so I can have something coming in, because I won't always have people to depend on in my life. They're gonna have their own problems. They're gonna have times where they're not gonna have it. They can't do it. So it's best important for me to be independent as I can, because these people are not gonna be here. So this broke stuff is really just a phase for me. I'm not going to be broke no more. Within the next 3 to 6 months, I'm going to master stability of money wise. Let me tell y'all why. Because I'm going to be rich. Call me delusional. Call me whatever you want to. Call me crazy. But let me tell you something. Within the next 3 to 6 months, I'm going to be so stabilized money-wise that I won't need food stamps. I won't have to get my car taken because it's already paid for. I won't have to do nothing about rent because I'm going to be ahead on rent. I don't have to worry about insurance because I already have insurance. Let me tell you something. If I ever go to jail, I'm going to have a bond for my jail. And I'm moving out of Arkansas, okay? I'm going to bigger and better things. Can't stop me. No. But I just felt like God was really keeping me through this whole mini setback. And I feel like he was keeping me focused. He's still keeping me focused. He's still keeping me on the right path. He's just preparing me for bigger and better things in life. Because I done moved out of this apartment that I'm in right now. I done moved out of here. I only still got the key. I only come over here for Wi-Fi. Really, period. Until I get Wi-Fi. I'm getting Wi-Fi real soon, okay? It's coming. Then he's moving me into something better. I got a duplex. Now, I don't have a little bitty apartment. I have a duplex. I have a half of a house. He's preparing me for my house, okay? Caprende. He's preparing me for my house. My next place that I'm moving to is gonna be my house. It's gonna be my house. It's not gonna be nobody else's house. It's gonna be my house. My next car is gonna be a 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 20 something. It won't be no 2013, 2014, 15, nothing like that. From 2016 to 2019 to 2020, that's gonna be my next car. And it's gonna be a nice car. And I'm telling you that. And I'm gonna be able to pay for that. If I have a car note, I'm gonna be able to pay for my car note. If I have to have, we have to have insurance, but I'm going to be able to pay my insurance because my insurance is going to go down. It's not going to go up, it's going to go down. I'm reason my insurance is up the way it is because I did have an accident last year. But it's okay, it's good, we cool. That felt good to get it off my chest. So, my next job is going to be a well-paying job. It's going to be above what I'm getting paid right now, okay? But it does. And then I'm going to have my YouTube popping within the next year or two, okay? Within the next year or two, my YouTube shall be popping in the name of Jesus. I'm going to have 10K on this channel. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. And let's not forget my soulmate is going to be here in March. In March. She's going to be here in March. Whatever, but my soulmate will be here in March. But although I felt like my patience was being tested, my limits was being thrown, I was hungry, I had to do this, I had to do that. My motivation to y'all who's going through something, financially wise, mentally wise, whatever, give it to God. Keep going. You'll make it. Because I didn't have many stumps in the road, but I'm strong enough to where I'm going to get through them. Because if God led you to it, he'll get you through it. And that's in the name of Jesus. So I'm really proud of myself for keep on going and keep doing what I do best. And keeping a smile on my face. And being true to my emotions. You have to be true to your emotions. And y'all keep going. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Keep going. And I hope y'all subscribe to the channel.